Corona update number something. I don't know what, but it's March 25th, Wednesday, March 25th. We are in the middle of lockdown, isolation. All our gatherings, all our physical gatherings have pretty much been shut down, and yet our people are finding ways to gather. We have our Facebook Live Sunday morning now. We're getting additional equipment to allow us to do a little bit more. Most of our life groups are now meeting online over Zoom. We have a Bible class that Pastor Rigo is doing on Thursday nights, starting tomorrow night over Zoom. We're even going to start doing a prayer time over Zoom on Thursdays at noon. While many people are fasting, it's going to be a time when you can log in and if you sign up, you got to sign up with Jess Doughty, Jess D at truelifenj.com. You'll get the link, and it'll be a time where we can first just start off by saying, hey, how is things going? How is our prayer time individually going? How's this fasting going? Where there's challenges for those who are fasting, and then just pray together. And if you can only log in for 10 minutes and then have to jump back to work, that's totally fine. But we're going to start with Thursday, 12 to 1, a prayer hour. And yet what I want to say right now is that while we are finding ways to connect to each other, let's not forget, or let's not miss the opportunity that we have here to ask God what He wants to birth in our soul. We have an opportunity here to spend more time with God and to allow the stresses and the anxieties and the difficulties that we're facing to draw us and point us back to God, or to God for the first time, and allow God to birth something new in our soul. You know, I was thinking recently about the Apostle Paul and how so much of what we have in the New Testament is because he was on lockdown somewhere. The Apostle Paul was in prison somewhere. He was under house arrest somewhere. And so he couldn't go out and connect with the churches that he was writing to. So he had to write to them. He had to pray for them, and he had to respond to their questions in writing because he was a prisoner, because he was isolated and not able to connect with them. And so likewise, like, what if God birthed most of the New Testament, or a large chunk of the New Testament rather, through lockdown, through isolation? What might God want to be birthing or give birth to in you, in your family, in your life, in your heart, because you are more isolated? So be wary of just how much you're online, right? I mean, I'm putting this video online, but I'm also just saying, like, hey, I hope this video points you back to God to say, yes, Lord, am I online too much? Am I checking the news too much? Am I too worried about the latest school district update, or the latest update with what's going to happen to my company and the latest corona statistics? Am I too focused on that? Do I need to spend more time with you, Lord? I mean, that's what we want all the things that we're providing to do, to point us back to Jesus, to point us back to Him in prayer, and to say, Lord, what are you doing in my heart right now? Maybe you don't even have a relationship with Jesus, and this is a time when God might be drawing you to Him, shutting everything else down in your life, drawing you to Him. I don't know, but let's not miss the opportunity we have. Quick couple updates, practical stuff. We are good on gift cards. I thank those of you who have been dropping off gift cards for our gift card distribution. We're good for now. So no need to drop off anymore. If you need a gift card, we are still giving out $75 per household per week for now. If you need more help, we have a benevolence ministry for things like repairs and bills that maybe you can't pay as a result of what's going on. All the information about that is on our website. Read the Corona update page of our website. We've got we're going to keep updating it with different things. For example, a new way that you can give or serve is by giving to Allaire Community Farm. They're a nonprofit that we support as a church because of what's going on. They could use some donations. You could give to them. They could even use some volunteers on a farm. You know, plenty of space to stay 6 feet apart. Fresh air, good for you. So you can find out about that on our webpage. All kinds of things. We got the addresses up for the nursing homes. If you and your kids want to write some cards to the folks in those assisted living homes, we've got the addresses up for that, so you can mail them directly. So keep checking this page because we're going to keep updating it on a regular basis. Okay, everybody, that's all for now. Thanks so much.